his whole intention is to make you look like an idiot.
No, it's chill.
Stop lying. He's a good
Stop!
That's not what I've done at all.
That's not nice. You should post that on the gram. You get hella.
They always come here and say that. I don't do that. Thank you. Thank you for coming to talk. You guys want to know why you should be vegan, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I just want to know.
So the easiest way to start this, I'm going to start by defining veganism, so we all have an understanding. And then you just tell me what you disagree with, essentially.
All right.
So, actually, before you start, anybody here vegetarian?
No.
Or
No.
Oh, no, okay. All right.
Not gonna lie, I just had a shit ton of chicken.
Okay.
All right.
Not gonna lie.
Chill.
It's cool, it's cool. So, veganism is an ideology that rejects the commodification of animals, right? So that means you don't want to use them, abuse them, or kill them for food, clothing, entertainment, or anything else. So what about that definition do you disagree with? Whoever wants to start can go.
Low-key clothing isn't like a sheep. Isn't that like?
Well, yeah.
Leather,
Leather,
Oh,
cows.
leather. Yeah, I wear leather jackets just all the time. Like I'm rocking those. So
Are you denim
So
guy?
you think it's morally acceptable for animals to be used for clothing?
oh yeah, that's so chill. I fuck with my leather jackets so hard.
Okay, so you kind of disagree with the whole definition of veganism then? You're like totally fine with animals being
I mean,
used.
just on the DL, yeah.
Okay, what about entertainment? You're fine with that?
Entertainment.
Like zoos, aquariums.
Bull riding.
Oh,
Sure,
bull
yeah.
riding? Oh, I bull ride in my leather jackets all the time.
All right, now I think you're trolling, but
No,
seriously,
no.
do you?
No, I bull ride like at
He's
zoos
from
when
Texas.
they have it. No, like
We want to have a
All right,
serious talk.
anybody else? Hold on. What do you disagree with?
I don't know. I think watching the Kentucky Derby is pretty fun, and I don't think that's harming the animals. Like,
You talking about the horse racing?
yeah.
So you never seen horses fall over from exhaustion, break their legs from racing too hard?
Well, only the good ones don't fall over.
Oh, the good one. Okay, all right.
So like,
So it's kind of like we can run them to exhaustion, but the strongest will survive, kind of.
I guess so.
Okay. But what about the food and the clothing?
Well, the food, I feel like there's
It's
two
women.
sides of the story. Like I feel like if you live on a farm and you have like
It's
chicken, if you have
50-50.
like chickens laying eggs in your backyard.
So I'm asking about you personally, right? Because if you're not vegan,
Swear to God.
no. So, but I am vegan, yeah. So like you personally aren't vegan, right? So I just want to hear your side, right? What do you disagree with about the vegan definition? So you're saying that kind of in the same boat. We all sound we're in the same boat. So you think that using animals, abusing, and killing is fine for all methods. We could use animals for whatever.
I mean, kinda. Like,
not abusing.
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
just
How's it abuse?
that's unnecessary.
So can you define abuse?
like just beating animals.
Okay. Is that the only form of abuse you can define?
lots of abuses. but, like,
Yeah.
So can you give me some other examples of abuse?
Not really, no.
Killing.
Oh, that's killing.
Oh yeah, isn't that just killing?
Talking.
Chilling.
Like that's abuse, verbal abuse.
Verbal abuse. Okay.
They don't understand what you're saying. Grace.
So
Some could argue that. Some could argue.
he actually said it. So what I'm getting at, right? So most people who I talk to are at least a little bit sensible and rational, where they say, well, animal abuse is not cool, man. Totally not cool.
I
Right?
agree.
But in the next sentence, they'll also say, well, I like my burgers, I like my steak, right?
Yeah, I agree with
But
that too.
when it comes to how we get those products, when it comes to how we get those burgers, those steaks, there is a tremendous amount of animal abuse involved, not just with their treatment in terms of where they're kept, how the farm workers treat them, the process of breeding them, but also the killing itself. If you don't think killing, I would categorize killing as a form of abuse, right? I would think that killing unnecessarily or killing when I wouldn't want to be killed, abusive as well. So I guess when it comes to that, like when you say that you don't think anything's wrong with killing animals, what justification do you have to kill them in the first place, right? Because we don't need these products. You could be perfectly healthy, plant-based. So what's the justification in the first place?
Protein. So much protein.
So do you know how much protein you get on a daily basis?
I mean, low-key like 200. 200.
And
That's straight from chicken.
So you low-key get 200 grams of protein. You track it?
Yeah,
Okay, so how much chicken do you eat in a day?
a lot.
No, give me an example.
Well, I don't have an exact amount. I just like all the chicken.
So do you actually put it in a food tracker to see what you're getting?
Yeah. I
But
just,
it varies by the day.
varies by the day.
Okay.
It does.
Okay, so
Also, the protein shake, 42 grams of protein.
yeah, there's vegan protein shakes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's no different.
As good as Fairlife, though,
They-
and they don't have enough protein.
They taste very good. No, they taste fine. And a protein shake is 20 grams per scoop, just like normal. Vegan protein shake. And then with a plant-based milk, it's 8 grams for the milk. So when it comes, my point is, I'm asking if you track, because most people who say they need protein don't actually track and have no idea how much you're getting. But when it comes to protein, first of all, how much do you weigh?
Like 170.
So why do you need more than a gram per pound of body weight of protein?
Oh, bigger. I'm just trying to get big, bro.
So you don't. So even that gram of per pound of body weight is an overestimate. You actually need 0.5 to 0.7. I'm 190. I get about 120 grams of protein, all plant-based. Without protein shakes, it's very simple to do. Whole grains, beans, nuts, nut butters, lentils, legumes. It's very, very easy. And that's without even like trying to get big or whatever.
Yeah. Well, like being a vegan. Like, how much do you bench though?
I mean, your athletic performance is kind of a personal goal.
This kid is terrible at
Doesn't really have
sports,
anything
so
to do with actual health.
This kid is a broad.
Like, you could be perfectly healthy without actually benching a lot.
I
So.
mean, I'm low key just repping out like 225 though.
I actually don't believe that, but yeah, I don't believe that. But I have a video. But that's fine. But anyway. My point is, so like, do we all agree that humans deserve moral consideration?
Can you just define moral consideration?
We should care about how our actions impact other humans.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And why do humans deserve moral consideration?
Can you describe that again?
Bro, like,
So-
why is that word?
Nah,
It's like
low-key,
So-
low-key, me too.
We should care about how our actions impact other humans.
Yes.
But why? Why should we care?
Well, because we're
Because you
human.
wouldn't want to be treated like that.
Right, and why wouldn't we want to be treated like that?
Because it's not.
It doesn't make me
us
feel good.
not
So,
cool,
you know?
feel, right? So it's because we're individuals, right? We can experience the suffering that's dealt to us. So that's called sentience. So sentience is what we share in common along with most other animals. It's the ability to experience life, to have a consciousness, to feel pain, feel joy, feel suffering, etc. So when it comes to animals, cows, chickens, pigs, specifically when it comes to the meat, they're all sentient.
How
So
do we
they,
know that, though?
so there's no way to know 100% because we can't get in their minds.
Like, we
But when
can't
it,
understand.
That's chill. I get it.
correct, but when it comes to the best science we have, they have very similar organs, so brains, eyes, nerves. They also are very intelligent. They exhibit care for their young. They pass a multitude of tests. So, and you know this. Do any of you have dogs?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you notice that your dog does express affection. They do have an individual inside of them. So that's what we share about that's what we have in common with other animals. So if you say that humans deserve moral consideration, why don't animals also deserve that moral consideration? When we do share the exact reason why humans deserve moral consideration, they also share that too. So why don't they deserve that?
I don't think that it's not like that they don't deserve it, but I think it's different because like we are humans, so we see it different. Like we care more about like ourselves like like our kind more than
As long
animals.
as we get what we want, like it doesn't really matter.
But notice how you say get what we want, not what we need, right? Because we can get everything we need without having to do this to animals. But does a want justify causing suffering and death to billions of animals unnecessarily?
I guess
Perhaps
not.
no.
Perhaps no. Okay. So that's what veganism is advocating for. It's advocating to think about like when we don't have to do these things. When humans deserve moral consideration because they can feel suffering. Animals can also feel that suffering. So why not just extend that moral consideration to them and just eat vegan and buy vegan clothes? And by vegan clothes, we're talking about cotton. We're talking about polyester. We're talking about things. We're talking about things. A lot of things are vegan, even just for economic and efficiency reasons. Go.
What about leather jackets?
Not vegan.
Not, dude. They're leather.
Ollie, take it serious.
And again, like I would argue, like just to try and look cool, I don't think that's a good enough justification to do what we do to animals. Right? So like knowing, like kind of putting those pieces together, what would stop you guys from going vegan?
What would stop me from going vegan? I need to ponder about this.
Just the taste
I feel
of
like
food, yeah.
I feel like the reason
a
why a
want,
lot of
not a
people
need.
aren't vegan is because like it's harder to get vegan like food
Okay.
because like there's so much like
Maybe
stuff.
less expensive. But
There's so much stuff that's like spread out to people and like sold. That's like more of it's like not vegan, and then like there's only like a small selection of vegan stuff, And like, isn't it more expensive, kind of, or I don't know?
Yeah, so what you kind of said convenience, right? And then obviously animal agriculture and all of these products, it is an industry, right? McDonald's, Burger King, Tyson chicken nugget, whatever. It's all an industry, and all these products are very heavily pushed. Not to mention, animal products are subsidized by the government. So if they weren't supported by the government, they would be way more expensive. They're only so inexpensive because the government literally helps pay for them. But it's actually 30% cheaper in first world countries, a vegan diet. There was a study that came out of Oxford. And that's why when you look at whole foods like rice, beans, legumes, starches like potatoes, when you actually, not the grocery store. I'm just like whole foods, unprocessed foods, sorry. When we look at that, those are some of the cheapest foods in grocery stores compared to other animal products. Fake meats, like vegan meats, substitutes, that can get a little bit more expensive, marginally, but it is slightly more depending. But you don't have to eat those, right? If that's out of your price range, I spend $60 a week on groceries, and because all I eat is Whole Foods. So it is very doable. Also, a lot of those fast food restaurants do have vegan options. I just ate a Taco Bell an hour ago.
What'd you order?
So you get a burrito with beans, rice, guac.
Eat fish.
No. Beans, rice, guac.
Shut up.
Potatoes. So, and the one burrito cost me $2.90. So it's very, very doable.
That is doable.
But
actually, I don't have a job.
I had a burrito, and it
Well,
was like
obviously,
14
but-
bucks because I put so much stuff on
Yeah,
it.
and you like that's the thing. It's like
that mean?
it really isn't more expensive. But again, when we look at convenience, if we were to compare that to any other injustice, right? So let's say in the grocery store, it would be, every time you bought an animal product, right, or every time you bought a certain product, you're like paying for a human to be killed, right? A human had to die to produce that product, right? I think we would all probably end up going to other products, even if they are a little more inconvenient, or if they are down the street, just to avoid having to kill other humans. I would hope so, at least.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I wouldn't want to
think about that.
Would you say you get like the same amount of like nutrients and like protein
Yeah,
that you get
like for this guy
like
right
a
here.
regular
Like-
person
like, are you
would
gonna still
get
be
who's
jacked?
like not vegan?
Yeah.
Not
So-
like regular, but like a person who's not vegan.
So first of all, most people, the majority of people, are incredibly uneducated on nutrition, right? I guarantee you that all
I'm
of
not
you
really.
are deficient in probably at least
I do
a
take,
few
I
vitamins.
do
and
take
minerals.
health class with Miss G, but
Health class with Miss G, yeah.
But-
look, I took health class with Miss G in high school as well, and I can guarantee you.
real?
No,
I
I
didn't-
haven't had Miss G, but
okay,
I do.
that would've been
I
sick.
can tell you that they don't teach you anything about nutrition in high school.
they do a little bit, but like I don't really pay attention.
I don't think that's true, but
On everything, you interviewed my friends.
that. Oh, I hope that's true, but
Tucker,
That's definitely true.
Tucker and Lincoln.
I don't remember.
Like
But,
a McDevitt.
but that's the thing is once you no matter what, to be healthy, you have to sit down and plan and put effort into nutrition. So why not do that vegan? You have to put in effort. You have to eat healthier. You have to buy healthier foods. So why not do that with nutrition? You going to McDonald's or going to fast food or doing it uneducated, you're gonna be unhealthy either way. So that's the thing. So yeah, that's essentially why you should be vegan. If you think that humans deserve more consideration, animals, just with your own logic, just with your own values, should also deserve that extension of moral consideration as well. Anybody have anything they want to add, or any other objections or anything?
Not really, no.
No.
I think you made a good argument.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you. You want to tell me how much you squat? I also used to power lift. How much you squat?
Like 315.
Yeah, how much I squatted? 415 for 3?
I've been working out for 3 months.
Well, how old are you?
15.
Hey, you
Wow.
guys know that his whole intention is to make you look like an idiot.
No, it's chill.
Stop lying. He's a good guy.
That's not what I've done at all.
That's not nice. You should post that on the gram. You get hella
They
clout.
always come here and say that. I don't do that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I feel like not an idiot.
She's probably in the.
I feel like you're just educating
I
me.
feel like well educated now.
I want to have a good conversation,
I
and
think you taught me more than what
Me and him
Miss
are
G
on
taught me.
CP2, so it's...
Yeah, we're chill. We're chill. We're chill.
and I obviously you guys seem younger, so you said you don't have a job. You guys are probably high school,
I got
whatever.
a job. I got.
But you got a job. But once you actually start having to think about you're buying your own products and who your actions directly impact. I know right now you probably just eat your parents' food or whatever, which I still encourage you to bring this home. But once you actually have to make your own decisions, that's when it really counts, is what do you want to contribute to, right? You don't have to continue just following what everyone else is doing. Now that you're educated, now you know you have an alternative. And when your own logic kind of puts the pieces together. But I'll give you guys a card anyway.